Hello, everybody, and in this episode of Kyle's Digital Lab, we are going to be going back to the future, or really just back to 1984. We're going to be taking a look at the JVC GR-C1 camcorder. So I will go over a brief history of the GR-C1, just first of all, because this is a very historical camera, I guess. It was used in a lot of movies. I mean, not a lot of movies, but it was used in a few famous shows and movies. So we will be taking a look at that. So this camera was introduced in March of 1984 and was the very first VHS-C camcorder. Now, there were VHS-C recorders before this. This was the first camcorder that put it all in one package. But before this, JVC had been selling portable VHS-C recorders that could be hooked up to a camera. You know, the whole separate portable VCR and portable camera connected by a cable. That's what JVC had back in 1982 when they actually launched the VHS-C format. And to be honest, I think VHS-C was kind of the worst format, the worst camcorder format, because really you could only record a maximum of 30 minutes on a single cassette, as you can see here. And there wasn't, really the only thing going for it was that it was compatible with your standard VHS tapes. And later they came out with an adapter that would actually let you put one of these tapes inside of a regular VHS VCR. So Sony, when this came out, of course this was not the first camcorder. Sony had their beta movie system out in 1983, and that was kind of crippled, of course, because it had the it couldn't play back its own recordings. It had an optical viewfinder. It was really quite poor and didn't give you a lot of control over your pictures. In fact, a lot of footage that I've shot with my BMC 110 beta movie kind of looks like crap. So this was the first camcorder to kind of do it all in one. It could play back its own recordings. It could record and play back, and had a lot more control over the picture. So, but Sony, when this came out, they responded with the Video 8 format, and here is the format right here. It uses a 8mm wide tape, and what was nice about this one was that it could record for 2 hours. So you had 2 hours on a single cassette, and it actually wasn't that. It was actually quite smaller than a VHS-C cassette. So basically, this was a much better format, and this also had better audio quality. It had better color. Everything was better. It was basically the same quality as a VHS tape or a beta tape, and it definitely was better. But VHS-C didn't really fail in the market. They sold plenty of VHS-C camcorders throughout the 80s and 90s. And in my humble opinion, I think this is the only good VHS-C camcorder that they ever made. So we will talk about, of course, the historical significance of the JVC GR-C1. This was the first, this was the camera that was featured in the movie Back to the Future, really good movie. And it was also featured in the Netflix show Stranger Things, which I haven't watched, but it's in that show. And it was also featured in an episode of The Goldbergs. So definitely this camera has kind of become an icon, I guess, of 80s nostalgia and stuff like that. And it does deserve that because it is the very first VHS-C camcorder. This was actually before the full-size VHS camcorders came out. It actually took them a year. They came out with the first full-size VHS camcorder was actually made by Panasonic, and that was the PV200D, and that came out in 1985. So this was the very first VHS. I say VHS based because it's still recording a VHS signal, just a smaller. It's just a smaller tape. That's all it is. So we will be testing this because I don't know if it actually works. I'll go over the basic functions of this camera and see if it actually works. So I bought this off of a Goodwill auction for, get this, $47, which was quite amazing. I can't believe that it didn't go higher than that, or even a lot higher than that, but I got it for a pretty good price. The catch was the shipping. The shipping was just atrocious. They wanted to pay like $40 to ship it, and it wasn't even that heavy of a package, so that was just ridiculous. Shipping and Shop Goodwill is just kind of it's kind of just weird because sometimes you just get kind of ripped off like I did with the shipping. They definitely could have shipped it, and it was a lot of 3 cameras. It wasn't just this camera. It was a lot of 3 cameras, including a Sony that basically all the caps had failed on. It was a Sony CCD F201 from 1991. That one I knew it wasn't going to work, but basically it doesn't work. It has bad capacitors, so that went to the scrap bin. And then there was also a Sharp, but the Sharp also had issues too, so that one also went to the scrap pile. So I just have this one, and it kind of sucks that those 2 other ones didn't work because I'd love to sell those and kind of make back some of the money I spent on this. But yeah, I got a pretty good deal on this, and this is actually in very good condition. I think there's still some protective film over the buttons. So if we can actually get this thing working, it would be a pretty nice addition. Obviously, there's some dust and stuff here, which I'll probably just give it a good cleaning once we know that it works. So we'll do that. And also, if this actually works, I actually do have a battery here. This is a JVC NB-P5U, if I can get that to focus. It's a 9.6 volt, 500 milliamp hour battery, and it probably uses nickel cells, I think, NiCad. And if this camcorder actually works, in a future video, we'll actually take this battery apart and put in new cells, because that would be pretty interesting to see. Like, give it, allow it to actually be used outside and not just tethered to the wall. And by the way, this actually did not come with any accessories, by the way. This battery that you see here is actually just from another JVC GR-C1 that I actually got. That one didn't work. I actually have another one of these that's all taken apart because the tape mechanism wasn't working. So I'm hoping on this one that the tape mechanism does work and the camera section, because I just want to have one of these working just because of, how cool it is. It's not my favorite camcorder just because it's VHS-C, and I think this is the only VHS-C camcorder that's quite decent. So we'll go over the functions. As you can see here, you've got your basic play, pause, and control things. All that stuff. You got your zoom control. You've got a remote input, an earphone. Up here, you've got your DC input and your video out jack. This is when they started to use these proprietary, stupid proprietary outputs on camcorders. And I just dropped my VHS cassettes. Let me grab them. Stupid me. And my battery. I dropped my battery too. But basically, here's the back of it. And another thing I'd like to point out is that I find the red color of the JVC GR-C1 very interesting, because most VCRs and most AV equipment of the time was usually just either black or white. Maybe sometimes they'd be wood grain or something, but definitely they would be, basically just white or black. But JVC actually decided to use the color red on their products, but I guess was the color of the not the VHS-C logo, but the color of the JVC logo was red. So it was kind of interesting that they used the red color on their camcorders. So as you can see here, we've got a filter control. This is the white balance filter. I have it set to indoors. Then you have your actually white balance settings, either standard or adjustable. Then you've got your sensitivity settings, which I've set to standard. And then you have your iris control, which I have set to standard, which is the automatic iris, I think. This camera does not feature autofocus. It's a manual focus lens. And I'm not sure what type of lens it is. I think it's a 6:1. It's a 8 to 48 millimeter lens. So 8 millimeters to 48 millimeters. So that is the lens on it, and it's also a nice, I believe it was, I forget the other specs of the lens, but that's not really important right now. So yeah, we are going to be hooking this thing up to power. So yeah, let's see how this actually works, because I will be pretty excited if this works. So enough chit chat, let's go. All right, it is finally time to test this camera, this GR-C1. I am so excited to do this. I really hope it's not a bummer, but I've turned off one of my lights because I'm going to be seeing if the camera section works. I'm going to be connecting it to my Sony PVM over here. So let me just, you got to plug in the video. I have the power adapter right here. It's the official one, so that's good. I can find, where is it? Where is the thing? Obviously, the picture on my camera is going to be all washed out because of the sensitivity. I don't have any light, but I'm going to plug in the video. Okay, so I plugged in the video. And I think as soon as I put in the power, we should see a picture on the screen. So let's see if it will actually work. So 3, 2, 1. Okay, I heard a click. Now obviously there's a power button on the front that I gotta press. So 3, 2, 1. Okay, what's going on? Take off the lens cap. Okay, so it ejects. Where's the... Oh, I'm an idiot. Let me just... I realized that you actually have to put in a VHS-C cassette for the camera section to work. It's a little oddball feature with this model, so I have to see if the tape mechanism works. So I might as well just turn this on for a second. Just tone down the... Alright, let's just put the cassette in and see if it works. Oh my god. Oh, let's see if it will load. Looks like it's struggling to play. Oh, there's something on the screen. Let me turn off my light. Okay, I know that there's nothing on this tape, so that shouldn't matter. Let me just see if I can get the camera section to work, because I haven't seen an output from the camera. The tube better not be dead. That would be a shame if it was dead. But let's see. I'm not getting anything in the viewfinder whatsoever. I actually think the tube might be dead. Or I'll just give it a minute to like warm up or something, because that's just really odd. I'm trying to see if I can get this to do anything. Record and play. Oh shit, there it goes. I'm sorry for swearing there, but oh. Holy shit. No, I don't want to play I don't want to play the tape. Zoom out. Oh. Of course it's got a picture. It's got a picture. Let's do a little selfie. It's actually working. Let me just see if I can make the picture a little bit better. Switch it up and white balance it. That's as best of a picture I'm going to get out of this camera, I think. There's my studio lights. There's my oscilloscope. Let me just... Looks like it's working. It's got a good picture. I thought for a second there the tube was dead. So let's make a test recording. Again, that's just any of that stuff that you see, the artifacts on the screen, the weird that's just the cable being loose. Like the cable's a little bit loose. Let's see if I can make an actual test recording with this. because if this actually works, I will be so impressed. I will be so happy. So let's just hit record. This is the record button down here. Okay, so the tape is moving. It's not shutting down or anything. See if I can zoom in. Okay, so so it's not zooming in. Wait, hold on. It's not zooming in because I have it on macro mode, I think. That's why it's not zooming in. I think. It's in macro mode, I think. Whatever, let me just play back the tape and see if this actually works. So let's let stop. You can hear it working. Does it play back? Does it play back? Oh, oh my God, I cannot believe this. Oh my God, it works. It works. It works. It works. Oh my God. I can't believe this. Oh my God. It works. Let me just turn my other light back on. It works. It actually works. Now, if you're not aware, the one that I have that's all taken apart and stuff, the fault on that one was that basically when I would put it in a cassette, it would play or record for about a second and then just go into shutdown. And I'm not really sure what that problem is, what was wrong with it. So I took it apart. And for some reason, I kind of messed it up or something, because after that, it would just do nothing. The lights would just flash, and it wouldn't do anything. So, yeah, but I'm very happy that this one works. So we actually have a working Back to the Future camera. A portable television studio working 40 years later. If you're not aware of this one, if I can actually show you the viewfinder. The viewfinder, it was made in December of 1984, so this December it's basically 39 years old now, and it works, which, you know, that is amazing. I just want to see if the power zoom will work, because it doesn't seem to be working. That could be a belt. Let's see. Okay, so it is working. It is working. I was thinking that there was a belt or something that was not working, because you can see it slowly zooming out. So, yeah. This one actually works. Oh my God. Obviously, you really can't see the picture that good, but I might as well show you some stuff on the camera, I guess. So, I'll just point the camera at this. Of course, I don't have any really good lighting to do this, but that's my camera right there. I really can't show you anything really on this because of the lighting. But there's my oscilloscope. So yeah, this one actually works. That's amazing. That is amazing. So I think I'm not going to bore you guys with any more footage or anything, but what I plan to do now is I plan to actually put new cells in the battery. I can just flip on my other light here. Wow, this light is getting hot. So basically, yeah, that's everything. It actually works. It's a dream come true. finally having one of these is my dream. That is amazing. So I guess in the next episode we will be putting new battery cells into this battery pack. Ain't that amazing? So I guess this is the time where yeah. So thanks guys for watching. This is kind of a short video just to see if this 39-year-old camcorder would actually work, and it does. Let's just see if it will eject the tape, because we wouldn't want it to eat the tape, obviously. So let's just put it into stop mode. No tape eaten. It works. Nothing wrong with it. That is amazing. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will be giving you guys a personal, a channel announcement in a minute. So get ready, and you'll see me talking in a moment about the channel. So yep, here we go. Hey guys, I thought I would make a little bit of a channel announcement. So as you may have noticed, I didn't upload at all during 2023. I basically posted 0 videos, and that was just because, I'm very busy with school and work and stuff. I have to work to get money to actually support the channel and buy all these things. But I do want to let you know that I have been working on videos. I've bought a bunch of stuff recently. I bought this camera, this nice HD camera, Sony camera, and I've also bought some, lighting and stuff like that. The lighting is a little bit harsh because I don't have a softbox right now. So you just have to kind of live with it. But, I've been buying stuff like this JVC camcorder. I also bought some other stuff, which I'd love to show you, which I think we're going to be able to look at it today. Not today, of course, but, later in the year, we'll be able to actually make some videos on some, stuff like that. So definitely, I've been working on the channel, acquiring stuff to make videos about. So that's kind of what I've been doing over 2023, but I haven't been really making a lot of videos. And, a lot of that is just down to not really having a lot of time because I have schoolwork. But I do want to let you guys know that this is the last semester. So basically, when school gets out this year, I will be done with high school, which is that's great because I'll be able to basically move on to other things. This is kind of the point of my life where, I'm starting to move on. And I'm just hoping that, this YouTube channel thing works out and I can actually make some videos because I just want to do that. So I'm just apologizing for not uploading, since like 2022. So just want to make a quick message about that. So if you guys like the video, of course, subscribe, like, whatever. Goodbye everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and yep, signing out.